time to point out that PPG did say some bad things tonight. I continue to want you to buy it on the way down. It's a high yielder. I have much more faith in it than I do in Dow and DuPont. I knew they had to catch up to the others. This is exactly how you buy it. A little bit tomorrow. Wait till the next level. And again, I believe that that's how you buy these stocks. The earnings estimates are all wrong, but the dividend is safe. Now it is time. It is time for the lightning round on Kramer's Bad Money. That's rapid fire calls, one after another. You say the name of the stock. I tell you whether to buy, or sell. Just to be clear, I do not know the callers or their stock questions at a time. My staff prepares the graphics and apply. Play to this end or this end, yes. And then the lightning round is over. Are you ready, Ski Death? Teresa in Oklahoma. Teresa.
Hey, Jim! Rumor Sinners, going to Miami. For advertisement, booyah to ya. I need to know about BP long term.
Oh, okay. That's a good place. You know, again, you want to stay mostly focused on the day job. That's more of a part-time gig you got going there. All right. BP, I'm buying this. I'm buying this aggressively for my charitable trust. I just think BP, best yielding stock in the group. I'm not worried about the Russian situation. They've made their peace. Russia does not want to confiscate them. I like that yield. I think it holds up in this environment. How about Joel in California? Joel.
Hey, Jim. We're in the middle of the Redwoods Forest in Bonnie Doon, located in the heart of the Santa Cruz Mountains.
Well, I'll tell you,
Mountain Lion, booyah!
Wow, man, that is just that's one of the best geographic booyahs we've had in 2008 and will be noted as such. What's on your mind?
Okay, Genentech, DNA.
Now, that deal's already made. Remember, that's the one we have already decided. We hit that stock. We're done. We're recommending Gilead, G-I-L-D, where I've been pulling the trigger all the way down for ActionAlertsPlus.com, and we'll continue to pull the trigger. Why? Gilead is the best 2009 product portfolio of any biotech I know. How about Walter in Indiana? Walter.
Hey, Jimbo, I got a big giant booyah to you, brother.
Monster good booyah. Right back at you there, Mac.
Listen, wow, man, I'm sitting here looking at HOG, Harley Davidson.
Worried about the dividend, worried about the credit crisis, worried about the credit worthiness of the buyers. I'm going to have to say don't buy there. And by the way, that is one, again, we're struggling with these accidental high yielders that don't make sense to us. We think that HOG at an 8.3% yield, that could be a little dicey. Remember, PPG pre-announced after didn't like that. Obviously, people are going to sell it. I say buy because I'm not worried about the yield. I am worried about the yield in that one. How about Carol in Missouri? Carol.
Yes, Jim. Booyah.
Booyah, Carol.
Yes, my stock is FMC Technology.
We have had to go negative. Remember, we went negative on the whole oil complex when oil broke through around 100, and we cannot go back in it, which is why we're recommending only ones that have good dividends, which is why we like Kinder Morgan and why we like now BP, because we got to get some yield if we're going to recommend these stocks because they've been crushed, just crushed, and we need dividend protection. Tom in Michigan. Tom. Tommy!
Yeah, booyah!
Booyah!
Hey, how you doing?
Not bad. How about you?
All right. I just wondered if you, how do you like with Obama's energy applied materials, the AM8?
No, Obama's energy plan is going to be obliterated by the fact that oil keeps going down. They can only throw so much money at so many things. Applied Materials does have a good solar business. That's absolutely true. But that business is going to be stung. In the meantime, their main business, which really is their main business of semiconductor equipment, has fallen on very tough times. I am not a buyer of Applied Materials. How about, I'm going to stumble. From Mauro in Texas.
Hey, Jim Kramer, Big North Texas, booyah to you.
Sweet to have a Lone Star booyah right back at you.
Excellent. I'm calling about Campbell Soup CPB. I bought it at 28. I've never seen it this low. What do I do?
Look, it wasn't that great a quarter, but I can't tell you to sell Campbell Soup going into a recession like this. I think you're fine. Why don't you do this? At 25, buy a little more. This stock really, of the food stocks, it did have the worst quarter other than Hershey's, so I understand why it's going down, but I would not want to get rid of it here. It's just too low. I'm going to ignore that buzzer and take some more calls. Let's go to Paul in Ohio. Paul!
Hey, Jim, a big Galloway, Ohio booyah!
Well, yeah, absolute booyah. What's up?
Hey, looking at Yahoo, YHOO.
I can't tell you to sell that one here. I know the quarter's not any good, but that is just way too low. And we get the right CEO in there. We get a takeover bid. I mean, they still have a huge audience. Huge. We didn't like it in the 40s. We didn't like it in the 30s. We didn't like it in the 20s. We're not going to cut and run in the low teens. That's not our style. One more. Let's go to Lay in in Georgia. Hey!
Jim Cramer. I'm a new stock investor, so I'd like to wish you a novice booyah.
I like that. I like that a lot. What's up?
I'm thinking about oil stocks with dividends. How do you feel about Conoco, COP?
I like Conoco. I am buying it right here for ActionAlertsPlus.com. Pull the trigger under 50. You got a good one. I like that just right now because I like to keep people up on the PPG. I think that's important because I've liked it. Here, my friend Frank Mitch from BB&T making clear dividend costs $340 million. They had $800 million in cash. I am not worried about it. They're going to cover the dividend. They can do it. I want to stay long PPG, buy it on the way down. I want to buy Conoco on the way down. That's how we buy these dividend accidental high yields. And I want you to stay with Kramer.